Hi, I'm Tyson.
I'm Colin.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Adam. And we're the Gamesmiths, and we're here to play Entourage. And to start, we're going to have Ryan explain it to us.
All right. Well, with the recent collapse of of social hierarchy, this city needs you and your entourage to save it. Gather specialists and sabotage enemies. Prove yourself amongst the other groups in the city and show your worth to restore the city to its former glory. Right. So we're just going to shuffle up, hand everybody 6 cards. We'll just give everybody a quick hand real quick to look at. I don't even know if that's 6, but you'll get the point. You have 2 types of cards, characters and effects. Effects are the black ones here, and the different colored ones are the characters. There are 3 different colors. There's wit, which is yellow and has the spectacles. There are professionalism, which is the businessman on the purple, and there is strength, which is the fist in red. There are also 2 wild cards. We've got Saboteur, which Tyson has there. And wild cards.
Wild, oh.
We got the
Rainbow border.
Oh, okay. There it is. And One Hit Wonder. They count as all classes and can be affected by all cards. But their abilities only activate when they're played and may not be reactivated by any means. All points. A lot of times there are a lot of things in this game like public shame. Reduce one character's total points by half. So, yeah. So there are cards like that. And anytime it's halved, it's rounded up. So if you were to put public shame on the business executive there, it would go from a 7 to a 4 instead of a, round up.
Public shame.
That's how it works. Right?
We do like shame
so,
here.
Each player has an entourage that needs to be filled with 5 characters. Each character has a different ability and value, and when you play them, some of them have permanent effects, and some of them have immediate effects. Like the bodybuilder will increase each other bodybuilder score in your group by 2, and business executives look at the top 3 cards. So that's like an ongoing effect. Professor, each other character in your group gains 1 wit at the end of the game. So that's an extra effect, or an end of the game effect. And then there's something like business executive. When you play it, you look at the top 3 cards of the deck, discard 2, put the last one in your hand.
You're allowed to have multiple, like for instance, in my hand, I have 2 hosts. Are you allowed to have 2 of the same name?
You can have all
per
bodybuilders. Yeah.
Okay.
You can have you get 5, and you just kind of try and have the best score at the end of the game. So each turn, you can play 1 character and 1 effect. When you decide you're finished with your turn, you draw 2 cards. And then the next player takes their turn. Play continues until every entourage is filled, and then 1 more round for each player will follow. At any point, any player may retire a character, removing them from their entourage and placing them face down in front of them, discarding all effects that are attached to them. This character may not be used or affected in any way unless a card specifically says otherwise. Choose wisely. This may only be done once per player. So once per game, you can just say like, I played this bodybuilder. I thought I was going to get a bunch of other bodybuilders. I didn't. I'm just going to get rid of them. At the end of the game, add the points of each character in your entourage, including effects, both positive and negative. If your entourage has all of 1 class, wit, professionalism, or strength, you may add an extra 25% of your total score to your final score. By the end of the game, some characters may have points in multiple classes, and all classes that character has apply to this bonus. One Hit Wonder and Saboteur do count towards this bonus, because they count as all classes. The player with the highest score wins. So that's the end of it. Those are the rules. Any questions?
I'm still not quite following what we're doing every turn.
So basically every turn you have, your 6 cards in hand. We'll turn this over. I'll go, I guess, later, I'll go first and I'll say a business executive. So I'll play my 1 character for the turn. I'll draw the 3 cards, discard 2, and put the last one in my hand.
Okay,
so I'll
you're
look at
doing
this.
I'm
doing this thing. I'm going to discard these 2 and keep this guy. And then that's the end of my turn. And Tyson's going to go if he wants to. And actually, no, wait, I'll just do this. So then I will do this too. I'll say public speaker. I'll play my effect for the turn, and I'll put it on this guy, and it adds 3 professional points to one character.
So per turn, do you get one?
One character, one effect.
One effect.
So now I say I'm done, and I draw 2 and pass turn to Tyson.
Draw back up to 6.
No, draw 2.
Draw 2.
So if you only play one card, you're going to end up with more.
Okay.
I believe there is a maximum hand size of 6. So each player has a starting max hand size of 6, though it may change. If your hand size is over 6, you discard down at the end. All discarding goes in the discard pile.
So you can only start with 6. How does that? I didn't understand that.
So you start with so I was wrong. So if you start with 6 and you play 1, then you draw. So like let's say I start with 6, I play 1, so now I'm down to 5, and then I draw 2, so I'm up to 7. So I have to discard back down to 5. So I'll discard that one.
Down to 6.
Right, or down to 6. Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So now I discard back down, and I'm down to 6 because I drew
Okay,
one
so
off my business.
You're always going to end your hand
with
your
6.
turn
Yeah,
with
my
6.
max is.
And how do you win? And when is the game over?
So everybody goes until we each have 5 characters in our entourage.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one more turn for each player, and the game's over.
What if I choose? We each have to have 5?
Yes.
And you have to play a character every round.
You do not.
So what if you guys play a character every round and I don't play a character any of those rounds? Do you have to wait for me to play 5 characters for the game to end?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Okay.
So then some of these effects, so I have Dumpster Diver here,
Uh-huh.
which says go through the discard pile, choose one card, and put it in your hand. It doesn't tell me what type of a person to put on, so I can put it on anybody.
No, that you just use.
Oh, okay.
So that you just go through it and do
you
it.
would do that for
And
yourself.
get that. So they're not always
Okay.
attached to a particular character.
Yep.
Sometimes they just say that. Sometimes they just say do a thing. So it does not on your. You can play one character and one effect.
If you want. It's
Yeah.
optional.
It says each turn you can play is the exact wording. So
But
yes, I would say it's
The
optional.
thing that triggers the end game is that
All players have
players
5,
down. Okay.
and then at that point, yes.
So I guess if I hold out, you guys can keep playing effects on your characters, essentially.
Correct.
Okay. But you
So-
couldn't place down any characters. And once per
You're
game,
trying to
you
have
get
the
to
most of
remove
one
someone.
color, right?
You get to flip it down in front of you and keep it as like your retired character. So it stays in front of you face down and can't be affected in any way except there are a few like effect cards that'll flip it up and like put it back into play maybe.
How
If
many
you change
total
your mind.
colors are we dealing with?
Just 3.
Just 3?
Yep. Purple, yellow.
So
and
does
red.
that
get a-
score then, in addition to the
No.
5 you have?
No.
Oh, okay.
And you get
There's
a
not a part
bonus
of your
for
entourage.
having all the same color.
Correct.
Do you get a bonus for having one of each color?
No.
Okay, so you only get a bonus if all your cards are the same color.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it says you get a 25% bonus. Let me see. At the end of if your entourage has all of one class, wit, professionalism, or strength, you may add an extra 25% to your final score.
Okay.
And they have multiple class bonuses. So I guess if you figure out a way to give all your
What
characters
are the
all
class
3
bonuses?
um,
Just based on these.
yellow, red, and purple. So you get like if all your people are yellow, you get a 25% bonus. And if all your people are yellow and red, you'll get like a 50% bonus. And if all your people are red and yellow and purple, because you can add extra attributes. So
I don't understand
basically,
that part.
so business. So like I can play a field medic, which is a strength
Punchy
character.
guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then I could do, which, is a red, and then I could do, where's the public speaker? I can put public speaker and add 3 professional points to one character. So now this is a strength and a professional. So now it has red and purple. So it doesn't, so if I were to have all purple cards and then a field medic that was also a public speaker, I would get the bonus for having all purple.
So how did you get 50%? Why were you saying that? Why would you go up?
It says that so by the end of the game, some characters may have points in multiple classes, and
Right.
all classes that a character has apply to this bonus. So I actually don't even know if that counts. So I don't know if it's worth it. So if you can somehow get all purple and all red cards, I don't know if it would
you're
give you
saying
an
if you can
additional
apply something
25.
to this purple guy that makes him red.
Red as
Right.
well, yeah.
But I don't know if that's right.
It's kind of hacky. That's cool.
I don't know if that's right. But if your entourage has all of one class, you may add an extra 25% to your total score to your final score. So if you achieve that twice, I don't know if you get that bonus twice.
You can't have all one class twice, though.
You could have all yeah, I guess so. But it says multiple classes, all classes that a character has apply to this bonus. So it's a little vague. I guess we'll leave it.
Character has applied to this bonus.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave it. I guess we'll leave it as if you manage to get all your characters of one color, you'll get a 25% bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you're adding 3 purple points to your red guy, and you have all the rest purple, are you getting the 8 points?
You get 8 points for him, and since at least 3 of them were professional, I would say you have a full set of professionals. Yes, you would get the 25%. So you'd get 8 plus 25%.
Okay.
Cool. So, yep. All right,
I'm
so we'll shuffle up and play.